What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, check this out, man. I keep seeing everybody talking about this freaking Steam Deck thing, and I gotta be honest with you. This thing is literally giving me cyberpunk vibes. The hypeness of this thing is getting ridiculous. And the problem is when you overhype something, when it actually comes out, even if it's decent, because it's been so overhyped, it becomes a disappointment, right? So here's the deal. I want to talk to you guys about this. I want to talk to whoever is actually buying this. I see and I hear a lot of PC gamers acting all excited about the Steam Deck thing, right? And I want to call you out on your BS. I do. I want to call you out on your BS because this is what I want to know. So you're part of the PC master race. You're used to playing at above 60 frames per second. You got a 3070 in your freaking computer, water cooled and all this other stuff, right? You have a curved monitor. You have I don't know, 144 frames. Your resolution is 1440p, right? So you're used to playing with the best of the best. You play with a mouse and keyboard so you can have precision aiming and better movement and everything. You play with a headset, and you're telling me that you're going to be able to go from that to then playing at a maximum of 60 frames per second on a resolution of 700 or 720 or 800, whatever it is, but it's not 1440p. And then you're going to be able to play these games that you've been playing on your computer on a controller. This is what you're telling me that you're going to be able to do. Dog, you won't even accept 720p text messages. Don't lie. Don't be capping out here. If your phone was a 720p screen, you'd throw it out the window. But you're going to accept this thing, again, that's not a 1080p screen. Right? Am I wrong? I, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then this was really got me to make this video. So many people are trying to compare this thing to the Nintendo Switch. You don't have to understand it. You just have to look at the results. You don't have to understand it. You just have to look at the results. Nintendo clearly knows what it's doing. Every single gimmicky product that Nintendo comes out with sells like crazy. The Wii sold like crazy, right? The Wii U didn't do as well, okay? But then they flipped it around and grabbed that same tablet idea and made it even better and brought us the Switch. You don't think that the Switch OLED is going to sell well? Actually, no. Let me take that back because most of the videos and most of the things that I have seen are people criticizing the Switch, but then they make sure they put that safety net talking about, but it's going to sell well. So who's buying it then? Who's buying it? Yo, Nintendo knows what it's doing. Nintendo's not catering specifically to you. We're old. They really don't care about us. They care about our kids. They care about our nephews. They care about our grandkids. And you will buy a Nintendo Switch for your kid. You will buy a Nintendo Switch for your nephew. You will buy a Nintendo Switch for your younger brother, your younger sister. You will buy a Nintendo Switch. Whether it's a OLED, whether it's a... No, Nintendo literally made a portable game console and the Nintendo Switch and then came out and made the same thing more portable and it's still sold. That's insane. We've been playing the same Nintendo games for ages. Mario, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Pokemon, Metroid, right? But Nintendo knows what it's doing. You know how people like to talk about how if you buy a certain system, you're buying it for the exclusive. If you buy Nintendo, you definitely are buying it for exclusives. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not buying a Nintendo to play any third-party game. That's not your main goal when you purchase a Nintendo product. And it's been like that for a while now, right? So the problem with this Steam thing, right, is that not only is there a better version to play these games, it's a far superior version to play these games. And if I know anything about PC gamers, is that they have a hard time downgrading. They have a really hard time downgrading. But maybe you're a different type of PC gamer. Maybe you're a PC gamer just like me that actually plays on a mid-tier PC, not even low-end PC, 1660 Ti. In every single game I play with a controller. I don't care if it's a competitive shooter. I just refuse to learn how to use the get my hand cramped up and sitting there like the Hunchback of Notre Dame and stuff as I'm playing video games. Like I just refuse to do that. I want to sit there. I enjoy my frames. I enjoy my resolution, the nice graphics, and I'm playing with a controller. That's just the way I like to play. But if you are an actual PC player and you got your nice setup or you got dual monitors and all this stuff, you're gonna go from that to a Steam Deck because you're traveling? Come on, dog. Come on. You're gonna buy this Steam Deck and it's gonna sell well and it's gonna sit there and collect dust. That's what I predict. Stop overhyping this thing. I don't even know why I pre-ordered it because then at the end of the day, there's so many different ways that I have to play video games that as I'm looking at it, I need to start eliminating systems. I do. I'm gonna have a challenge to see if I could just stick. I'll start easy. It's like a drug addict coming off a drug. Where I'm gonna try to stick to just three platforms. I'm gonna see if I could just do three platforms. So right now I got my PC, I got freaking the Xbox, I got the PlayStation, I got freaking the Stadia, right? Because the cloud is a different whole another platform. So I'll see if I eliminate one of those. I'll see if I could do it. Which one I eliminate for gaming, and then I'll see if I could go to two. And I guess my goal in the future is see if I can stick to just one platform, regardless of whether you have exclusive or not. The next generation after that, then I'll switch platforms and I'll get to play those exclusives at a cheaper price then. If there's anything that I have learned, that's another thing, right, with this whole Steam Deck thing. If there's anything I have learned about getting the Xbox Series X first, like as soon as it launched, right, is that anybody, whether you got a PS5, an Xbox Series X, this Steam Deck thing, whatever, if you got Stadia when it first came out, anyone that gets anything when it first comes out, you are a sucker. You are a sucker because there's so many things that they need to fix. There's so many things that aren't quite right yet. There's so many things that are overpriced. There's so many things that are just that you can't fully enjoy until a few years pass by. On the Xbox Series X side, I know you guys say that I don't call out Microsoft. We're still waiting on full tools. I can't stand when people try to explain to me it's running the backwards compatibility game. I don't care. I don't care. That's not what I am. I'm not at that level of technicality. When I play the game, I bought a $500 piece of hardware that I'm assuming can do XYZ. I don't want the excuse of it can't do XYZ because it's playing the back. Well, play the new game then. I don't care. Figure it out, right? So same exact thing with everything when you're an early adapter. So what's gonna happen with this Steam Deck if you've purchased it already? When you're a freaking early adopter of this thing, I don't know, man. I don't know who this thing is for because I think the PC gamers, honestly, I'm calling you guys out. I think you guys are capping hard. I never took PC gamers to be mobile gamers. Never in a million years. You guys like your steak a certain way. And now you're going to go from freaking steak to sliders. Sliders are still delicious, but it might not be your taste. It might not be your appetite. Let me know if I'm wrong. Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.